Okay, today is a big day because this is our last lesson of this unit, and we are going to be graphing equations. We are taking our sequences, our patterns that we had done in the first lesson, where we took it to the function tables in our second lesson, and now we're going to put it together. Okay, we're also combining graphing our points like we did in a coordinate plane, and we have one right here. Okay, so the first thing I need you to highlight, what we'll be able to do today, is I can create a table of solutions to match an equation. I can graph a given equation on a coordinate plane, and I can write an equation from a given function table. Okay, so this is the first one. It's an I do, so I'm going to do this first. My function table, my input x, remember x is my independent variable. You can tell x to be whatever you want it to be, and this is what I've done here. I told x what it's going to be. My function is y equals 4x. Now, on your function tables, you just saw 4x, but now we're turning it into an equation where we have two expressions are equal. Okay? So y equals 4 times the number x. So I'm going to rewrite it. Y equals 4, and then x is 0 times 0. Well, 4 times 0 is 0. This gives me y, also my output. Okay. Then I'm going to write my coordinate pair. X was 0, and I found out y, my output, was also 0. Then I'm going to go over here to my coordinate plane, and I'm going to graph the ordered pair 0, 0, which is also my origin, which we did in our coordinate plane unit. That's my origin. I'm going to go right back over here, rewrite my function, y, or my equation, y equals 4 times, this time my input, my x is 1. So 4 times 1 equals 4. My ordered pair, x is 1, y is 4. Come over to my coordinate plane and graph it. Over 1. And this one, if you can, you'll see closer in your paper, they've already numbered your x and y axis for you to make it easy. So I'm going to go over 1, and I'm going to go up to the 4. So again, rewrite it. Y equals 4 times, this time my x, my input, is 2. I'm going to multiply 4 times 2, and I'm going to get 8. My ordered pair becomes 2, 8. Come over, and I'm going to go up to 8, graph that point. Going down to 3, 4 times 3 is 12. So y equals 12. My ordered pair is 3, 12. Next one, nope, got to graph it first. Going over 3, up 12. Next one, y equals 4 times, what's my x? 4. 4 times 4 is 16. My ordered pair is 4, 16. Going over 4, up to 16. Next one, y equals 4 times 5. 4 times 5 we know is 20. Ordered pair is 5, 20. Graphing those 2 points. Y equals 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. My ordered pair becomes 6, 24. I'm going to graph that. And as you see, these dots we have, we're going to connect them. If you have a ruler, I hope I remember to tell you to get a ruler, but if you have a ruler, you're going to take your ruler, and you're going to connect your dots. We call this function linear. The root word in linear is line. It forms a line, okay? And that is what you're doing in these first part of our notes. Now, I'm going to give you time to do the we do and the you do on your own. On your own. As well as this one. So you have a we do and two you do's. Now, the second part we have is you need to be able to determine the equation from a table. Okay? Determine an equation from a table. Now, just like we did in our sequences, we got to ask ourselves, how do I get from 6 to 30? Well, let's see. I'm going to start with adding first. 6 plus 24 is 30. So 7 plus 24 is, I'm going to come over here and work that out. 31. That doesn't work. So I know that this sequence is not going to be arithmetic. It's going to be geometric because I'm going to need to multiply. How do I get from 6 to 30? Yes, I multiply by 5. So y equals, how do I get y? I do 5 times the number x. So how do I check that? Well, 7 times 5 equals 35. 8 times 5 equals 40. And 9 times 5 equals 45. Okay? So that's all you're going to do. You're going to figure out in my table, how do I get from x to y? Do I add? Or do I multiply? Or do I subtract? Or do I divide? And determine, is my sequence going to be arithmetic, meaning add or subtract, or is it geometric, multiply or divide? Once you have figured out how your sequence is playing out, then you can do your output y equals, and we decided to get from x to y, you multiplied by 5 each time. So I'm going to multiply by 5 each time. I'm going to go over here, times 5. Okay? That's how we do it. You need to do the we do and the two you do's.